Hi guys, and welcome to The Colorful Gardener. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to show you a couple of things that are blooming in my front garden. So behind me, I'm standing in front of my herbaceous border, and it's loads of color right now, and I'm really happy. Every day I come out here and check it out and see something new that's blooming. So I'm going to go ahead and show you behind me. This is Heliopsis false sunflower. And I love this plant. It's a herbaceous perennial that comes back every year, super cold hardy, dozens of yellow blooms all over. It does tend to flop a little bit, so I need to take this or cut it back in May, so it won't be so floppy, but it's a great perennial to use for tons of weeks. It's been blooming for about 2 weeks now, and I absolutely adore this plant. So this is variegated knotweed. It's a great combination with these flowers. So love this combination. We're gonna keep walking down. In the back over here, we have a rose called Rosa DEE-LISH, and it's a hybrid tea. It's very tall. That's why it's far back. And this is the first year, and it's doing really well. It's been attacked by Japanese beetles, but I've been keeping an eye on it to make sure that they don't get it too bad. Another great daisy-like flower to use in any herbaceous border is Rudbeckia Herbstonne. And as you can see, there are bugs flying all around this plant. It's such a great pollinator attractant for any garden. And it's so cheery and it's so tall, and my eye is instantly drawn to it. Right now, it's probably my favorite flower blooming at this time of year, and I've used it repeatedly in this border. Such a great plant to use in any garden. There's a couple other things in bloom. There's PHLOX. This is PHLOX FRANZ SCHUBERT, and I planted this last year, and it has been spectacular. I'm going to probably plant dozens more of this one because it gives me big globes of lavenders and pinks in this garden bed. My eye instantly goes right towards it anytime I see it and I'm outside looking around. So I'm definitely gonna put more of these, and it's been such a reliable grower. No powdery mildew I've noticed, and just a vigorous plant. It's very happy right now. Over here I have Hydrangea Limelight, and this is the first year. This is the first time I'm seeing it bloom, and it's a little happy because it's been raining a lot, and so all the blooms have been drooping, and while it's very happy there, I need to stake up the branches so they don't droop too much, or cut back some of the branches so it won't be so top heavy. But it's been a great plant. I love looking at it. I love the white. In this herbaceous border, I've been using a lot of bright colors, and I want to lean to more pastels and whites. White is a great color to use in any garden bed because your eye instantly is drawn to it. Any bright colors, really. Next to it, I have Heliopsis Summer Nights, and that one has been blooming the longest. It bloomed back in late May and has been blooming till now. And I adore this plant. I can't wait to divide it and put it more in the garden because it has been such a stunner of a plant, and blooming and blooming and blooming. So giving me lots of bright yellow in this garden bed. This is a plant called Coreopsis Golden Standard, and I adore it. I think it's very nice. It's a very nice plant. It's very wispy, and you can see through it, and they have tiny little yellow flowers at the top of it. Great for attracting pollinators. I started this plant from a cutting, and I can't believe in 2 years it's gotten to this size. I really adore it. It's great for prairie planting in a garden, and for a pollinator garden as well. It's been such a great plant. So I really, really do enjoy this plant as well. So as we're going down, there's also PENNISETUM Princess Caroline. I enjoy this plant a lot. It's great black foliage, color contrast with this beautiful yellow rose, and any other bright colors like whites and yellows would be a great contrast. And this grass is actually hardy for me in my garden. It loves full sun, loves dry conditions. So if you're looking for a grass that likes dry conditions, definitely check out that PENNISETUM Princess Caroline. So we're gonna keep walking. Rudbeckia Goldstrom is blooming right now and looking fabulous. This is Korean feathergrass, and it's just beginning to bloom. I'm really excited to see what happens with that one. Some more things, I'm working on some stuff. There are some empty gaps here and there. I am working on planting things up and taking things out, and it's constantly, that's what I love about gardening. It's very similar to Lego pieces. You can take things apart and replace it with other things that are working better than what was there. So this is always a challenging spot because in the early morning it gets lots of shade, and then later on in the day it gets hot baking sun. So I need to find tough plants that have done really well, do really well in situations like that. Here I have my island bed I worked on. This is the first project I did on YouTube and showed people, and it's not completely filled. I'm taking my time with this. I want to see how this grows and will shape out. I've got a huge Agave Americana right here in the center that's very striking, super cool plant. And then I've got a Dickia cherrycola right here in front as well. So this garden bed has no irrigation. So I'm looking for plants that can deal with drought conditions. So I've got grasses, I've got liatris, gay feather blooming, cacti, some small trees, and my apple tree right here. So I need to make sure I choose the right plant out here because there is no irrigation and they have to fend for themselves. And so far we've had a really great summer. We've gotten lots of rain almost every day. So I'm actually very grateful for that. So we're gonna keep going and I wanna show you some more stuff. I call this my hell strip garden because this is a really tough condition for plants to grow next to the road. So I've used yucca, color guard, tradescantia, purple, lots of cactus like stuff that give me bright color as well. So Rudbeckia Herbstonne, lots of sedums, things that can deal with drought conditions, but also very vibrant for this area. So you've got Verbena bonensis, and this is a cool lantana called Scrambled Eggs. It's got very interesting foliage with this bright orange flowers. I love the color of this. So this area is very shady, so this is a very challenging area for me to do anything. So I have to pick my plants wisely and take my time with this area to make sure they're plants that won't die in these conditions. So this is the path. There are some things that are being pulled out. So there's a lot of gaps right now. What I want to do is use Artemesia's POWIS Castle all the way down here. So it gives me a nice silvery finish with these plants, and it really makes all the other plants shine. Artemisia POWIS Castle loves dry conditions. So next to this path, it's really hot and baking, and they really enjoy it. And I can tell because this plant has grown about a foot onto the path, and it's really happy here. So I'm gonna put some more to give a nice silver finish. And silver is a great plant to use with other bright colors. It really highlights bright colored plants and makes them really shine. So I'm going to show you some other parts of my garden. So over here is my pastel garden, and I use pinks, blues, whites, things that are really soft over here. So this plant here, INDIGOFERA, is a beautiful plant for pollinators, and it turns into quite a big bush and gives you loads of color throughout the summertime. Lots of great soft pink. I've got roses in here. I've got blush noisette growing here. I've got a beautiful Colorado spruce. Got two of them here that give me nice silver gray foliage. Purple loose strife. And this is always also an area that I'm still working on. Using a theme garden can be quite challenging because you have to work within a limit. And it's fun. You get to really challenge yourself and you get to see what plants grow in certain conditions. So again, you'll notice I use Rudbeckia Herbstonne repeatedly in my garden because it's such a stunner of a plant. It does really well, and I've got more Rudbeckia Herbstonne here, purple loosestrife, and then this beautiful phlox, David, has done so well. It's such a great color combination with this black elephant ear, Black Beauty. And I really love this plant. This is Heliopsis Capenoch star, and it has beautiful, perfect circles of yellow and a big center in the middle of it, and I absolutely love it. The bees love it. Another great yellow plant that's great for the garden, and it's been totally cold hardy. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's pretty much my garden right now. There's been a lot of gaps, taking things out and putting things in, and it's been quite a process this year. I've been taking this really seriously and to make it a lot better and using bigger blocks of plants. And that's what I love about gardening, because you're constantly learning on how to improve it. I will say that much. And I love it. I love my garden, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Josh, and you're watching The Colorful Gardener. Thanks for watching.